I hope I spelled this correct. There is a chance that I didn't. Okay, kinda did. Nice. I think I did. Let's see. Oops. Yeah, okay, so I actually did spell the title wrong. Nice. That's my bad. Okay, that's fine. Make this public. I will start some background music as well. Do I have the don't I think it was Creator Mix the music is from. Yep. I'll log in here. Think I should be able to just log in with my email here. Wait, this doesn't make sense. You know what? Let's save this and see if the audio itself is working. The audio itself is working. Okay, it's definitely working. Self is working. Okay, it's definitely working. Self is working. Okay, so let's see. Did I increase the volume on the control panel? I think I did, maybe. No, not really. All right. Yeah. So is there any good places to get free copyright music? Free copyright music for coding, I guess. Is this too loud, by the way? Is this too loud, by the way? Is this too? Yeah. So if I type, is this too? Yeah. Oops, my bad. Yeah. So if I type, is this too? Yeah. Oops, my bad. Yeah. So if okay, so it definitely sounds weird. Okay, so but I think that's fine. Upbeat. Do they have a Spotify list or something? Otherwise, I probably can just play this, right? You know what? Let's just forget the music and code, basically. This is just not good at all. Yeah. So I'm gonna make this total screen, or it could actually just pop out the chat. I think, right? Should be able to pop this up out. Yep. There we go. So I could minimize this and basically add the entire chat here. Okay, so now we have chat, nice. We have the OBS Studio version here, that's good. I will probably let's, you know, I actually don't need all the OBS. Yes. Okay, that seems to be nice. Yeah, I think it is basically. Okay. Yeah, so today we're gonna build wait. This is weird. Wait. I think you have to do something like this probably. This is basically data science. So I guess I could just do that as well. And this should also be data analysis, I think. Yeah, sure, why not? And this should also be, it's not technically machine learning, so I think this is fine. Okay, let's go with that. That should be fine. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna basically try to create our own generalized data handler, which will essentially where you upload data and then you will essentially just make it a generalized handler so it can manipulate the data based on the different needs. That is like the goal here. So yeah, I actually don't have any GitHub repos open, so I have to fix that. So let's do that. G data handler. Generalized data handler in Python. I think that should be a decent repository name. That is fine. Description doesn't really matter at this point. It can be definitely public. This is just everyone should be able to sit. Yeah, I think that is fine. You know what? Let's just skip the license and stuff. Because we don't. I don't think we need that. This should be totally fine. Yeah. So let's go and create this. So I'm gonna use Alacrity here. Yeah, I need. Can you guys see my password? No, you can't. Okay, good. So I have to fix that. Nice, good. Then I just have to. Nope, that is not what I wanted to do. I want to create a directory and then paste the code or the terminal commands in there. So I'm gonna make directory called G data handler. I think it doesn't really matter, and then we're gonna go into that and then basically paste all of this. And then I have to do this. Let's fix that. This is not something that you guys have to do. This is only for me. That's fine. Okay, so now we have that, and I think that is all actually. So if I refresh the GitHub page, okay, that's good. So now that's done, we should be able to just put this here. Nope. Okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so we should just be able to type code / and get into this repository. Okay, so I don't think I have Anaconda installed, so I probably have to install Anaconda and stuff like that as well. But before we even start with that, I actually just want to, look at the GitHub page and try to identify if there is someone else already done stuff like this. So we're gonna go to the GitHub page and search for, I think it's here, data handler in Python. Let's see if there is something here. Handles to process input-output data in Python for each UI, and interactive tool for fitting butler volume. During the entire project, I gain skills to work on Python collections types and other type of data handlers. A tracing subscriber layer that forwards data to handler written in Python. Must inverted data handler is a Python application designed to interact with must inverter PH 1080 devices. Nope. Not made for personal tool to use in my other projects to simplify handling huge data files. This looks interesting. Let's see what this is all about. If you open large CSV, yeah, save it as JSON file. Your program will take a while to even, or even worse, your data could could easily end up being so big that you wouldn't be able to open the JSON file. The other way they was attempting to convert the CSV file into a JSON file to be able to easily look through the data and mess around with it. I keep getting unresolvable error, and it turned out that my JSON file was too big, that my program wasn't able to open it. It had about 2.5 million rows. That's insane. Yeah. Instead of just importing the data and dumping it into JSON file, the data handler processes every row of raw data for you, and once it reaches a certain limit, seals that proceeds data as a chunk and moves on. This way we end up with all your data separated into smaller, easily reliable chunks. Now that the data is contained in separate chunks, you're able to easily dump each chunk into a JSON file. Data handler also implements fail-safes and checks to make the data handling process even easier. Yeah, this is not exactly what I was trying to look for, but it's a cool thing. I do respect this type of project. This is actually real nice. But that is not exactly what I'm looking for. Maybe I just have to recreate something from scratch, maybe. I'm not even sure. Fortnite tracker code in Python Tkinter, bro. Collect information about YouTube video in Python via YouTube Data API. That's cool. I might actually want to use that. The Git repository is designed to facilitate the data handling tasks in Python. It provides functionality to re-input and store data. Okay. Imbalanced data handling in machine learning. A Python project to handle class imbalance using Smote. You know what? Should we create a wait a minute. Wait a minute. Should we create a? Can we like classify different columns based on their names, and then essentially like, I don't know, create a Does my stream lag? No, I don't think so. Okay. So, could we like classify different columns and stuff? Is that what we need to do? Okay, so maybe I just have to with my own stuff. So let's start with that main.py. I don't have code installed. That's gonna be a problem. Oh my god, are you serious? I have to write this whole thing all the time, dude. That is so annoying. Whatever. Restart extension. I think that is fine. Really? I don't know why this is so freaking secure, honestly. It shouldn't be that secure. Docker's cool, but I don't think I need that. Vim is nice. HVim sometimes. Nah. Kodi, right? So Kodi should be this one here. This is basically like an AI chatbot. Yeah, this is fine. I should sign in here. We could sign in with GitHub here, that's fine. Open. Continue with GitHub. Sends. I'll authorize. Open the link. Open the link. Did you guys hear this sound, by the way? Wait, this sound. Yeah, this is fine. I should sign in here. We could sign in with GitHub here, that's fine. Opening with. Okay, so you guys hear the sounds. That's interesting, I didn't know that. Anyways, we are actually signed into the Kodi. So that is all good. We can remove this. And now we essentially have like our own chatbot here. And this is totally free. You can use different AI modules. I found that the default one. Oh, you can use DeepSeek. That is insane. But that is local though. Do Do I even have? I don't think I have 32. But can I actually do this? Hello. I mean, does this even work? If this works, this is actually insane. Because I cannot run DeepSeek locally on my machine because I have a 32 parameter AI locally on my machine. That is interesting though. Maybe this doesn't work. Let's try to change this here. And maybe just don't use this machine. Can I do that? Will that make sense? Yeah, it kind of does. Holy shit. Okay, so this is obviously a more powerful AI tool that takes a lot more time to do, but it's usually correct. So if you want to do really difficult tasks, I recommend using this. Anyways, let's go back to the Cloud 3.5 version and just type hello. This will be reasonably fast, I think. Yeah, okay, so I noticed the failed mine point appears to be empty. In the provided context, however, I can help you with a main.py file with a data handler implementation based on your command. Okay, so it's basically already figured out that I wanted to create a data handler based on the folder name. So I want to generalize this handler with the help of AI and PyTorch. I simply mean that I want to classify the different columns based on their name, so I can predict what the data is in the columns of the CSV file. Let's see if this is possible. Really, yes, that's a great idea to enhance the data handler with AI capabilities for automatic column classification. Let's create a more sophisticated version using PyTorch. Column classifier, LST, okay. Forward, smart data handler. Do I even have pandas and PyTorch? And what type of Python interpreter do I even use? I do have Anaconda though. I think this has PyTorch in it, so this should actually kind of work. Hopefully. And I don't understand why I get this. So, but let's just, try to import Torch. If this works, that's okay. I probably have the right version as well though. That's good. So it's torch.nn as nn. That makes sense. Do I have pandas here? PD, I do. Very nice. From torch.utils data, import dataset and data loader. And then we're gonna import numpy as np. That's fine. So we're gonna create a class basically. Where we want to create a column classifier, and this will take some parameters. So we have a self here. This should actually take in the superclass module. But the definition, which is gonna be the init function here, or we're gonna create an init function that takes in itself, and we want to rename these because these are just super bad. It's gonna create input size, and then we have the hidden size and also the output size, or the number of classes. So we have hidden size here. I mean, I don't even know how this will work, but you know, let's see if this works. And then we have number of classes. And I also probably should change my title of this stream as well. Oh, I'm so used to tiling window managers at the moment. So we could just remove this here and just add machine learning, I think. Yeah. That should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Great, so let's move this up here a bit. Nope, here, nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we have self, we input size, hidden size, and number of classes. Now we want to call the super class, which we do here, and then we're gonna insert or use the self.embedding. Embedding. This should be 100, and what is that type of number of embeddings? So number of embeddings equal to 128, and then we're gonna use the hidden size. Why is this giving me an error? Positional argument cannot appear after the keyword arguments. Oh, so it's basically hidden size. Okay. Actually, it should be input size. Never mind. Does it have an input size definition? It's actually embedding dimensions. So let's use that instead. Embedding dimension. That should be equal to input size. Okay. I do actually want to kind of paint this up a bit later, but ASCII embedding. Why does it use whatever? That might work. I actually don't know. Let's see if this works. LSTM. Gonna create this layer here. LSTM right here, and then we're gonna take in the input size, the hidden size, and number of layers. Batch first. It's gonna be true. And then we want to create a linear layer with hidden size and number of classes. Now we're gonna define how this neural network will work, basically. And it should not be too. I think this is actually fine. Just copy this here. So we're gonna instantiate the embedded layers here. Then we're gonna do the LSTM, and then we return the normalization layer, basically. Okay. And then we're gonna have class smart data handler. So this is essentially not a neural network in any kind, based on what the AI provided me with, but it's gonna use the class we defined before. Self dot column types. So this will be okay. So it's not 100% generic. But I think it will look for these types of categories in the different names, which will then categorical. Oops. Then we have date, time, and then we have text or whatever. Then we're gonna create the self.module itself, or model. Column classifier. So we're gonna create a column classifier, and in here we're gonna create input size is not what we wanted. Input size, this will be adjustable, equal to 32. Hidden size is equal to 64, and number of classes is the length of this column types, right? So number of classes is equal to len of yeah, exactly. Then we should add more parentheses. Nice. And now we're gonna define the process, pre-process column definition, or predict column. Sorry, predict column type, self, and column name, then self dot model dot eval or evaluate. Then we're gonna do no torch grad here just to, you know, evaluate like the module itself. And then I have to probably just, you know, run a lot of different is this even defined? Pre-process column. Where is this defined? Where is this defined? It's not even defined anywhere. Where? Oh, I missed the freaking. Oh, that's my bad. Okay, so there should actually be a pre-process column function here, and this will take. I actually don't understand why they use ASCII indices here. They should use another different. But you know, it shouldn't be that different, honestly. And now I just misclicked on insert. That's my bad. So we're gonna take this and take the percentage, I guess. I actually don't know. I actually don't know everything that's happening right now, but I think they name should be, it's a variable. So max length is 20, right? Name and max length should be equal to 20, not 128. That is stupid. And if the so if ASCII indices or the length of ASCII indices is over max length or smaller than max length, I think we should do something, else we return. That makes sense. So let's see what we want to do. So ASCII indices should be plus equal to 0 multiplied by. Oh, we actually had the right. Yeah. Multiplied by max length minus. Like I said, they basically create the averages, and then they return. Something like this. That is actually not great, but I will copy this here. There will probably be some errors with this code. I am kind of already. We already have some errors here, by the way. What is the error? Oh, that's stupid of me. With these here. Nice. Okay. So yeah, let's carry on with the predict column type. So we're gonna evaluate our module here. Then we're gonna call the pre-process column name, which is not the right name of me. That's fine. I'm gonna just rename this like this, and then we're gonna unsqueeze the things here, or the yeah, the return, which is this torch tensor here. Unsqueeze essentially. Can I see the documentation for this? I think there should be like a PyTorch documentation or something here, if I'm not mistaken. Nope. Easy PyTorch. Oh, it's on Japanese. Nice. Great. I mean, I'm technically studying Japanese, but like this is too advanced Japanese for me. So nope. Image preview. Nope. No, that is not what I wanted. No. Okay. So there should be some type of yeah. Who cares? I think this should be fine. Okay. So the output is gonna be equal to. Okay, so we basically just input the tensor into the module. And then we're gonna get we're gonna do the argmax function. So predicted values. This is gonna be the predicted values from our. So this is basically evaluation. This is not the training itself. Because we use with torch.nograd. So this is evaluation. That's fine. So torch.argmax. We should take an output. I don't think we need item here. And we also just want to take the row. So this is equal to the row. So we return the row, and then we just return self columns types predicted. Seems to be reasonably good. This is probably not 100% correct, but you know. Let's try this out. And this is just the sample data they use. I probably want a more complex version of this. But I will probably just, you know, create it by myself or something else. So we have created this here. We're gonna analyze the CSV file. And I also will. So the it's gonna be really interesting to see how they train this module, because you usually want to, you know, store the what is it called, the binary file, or it is not a binary file, but you know, it is what is it called, the weights. You want to store the weights in a file, and then essentially load that module up so you can reuse it. And that is pretty much what I'm looking for. Predictions like that. That should be a dictionary, by the way. So this is a dictionary, and for each column in this data frame, df.columns. So we define the columns here, or the column tags names, or yeah, makes sense. Predicted type is equal to self.predicted column. Makes sense. And then we have column predicted. So we first actually take out the column name, and then we stay. Okay, that is not too advanced. And then we're gonna return predict column predictions, and then we're gonna create a main function and basically run this whole thing. But it probably will give us errors. I expect it to give us errors. So handler is equal to smart data handler, and then so this is gonna be an example usage. So I'm gonna type it here, example usage, sample columns should be equal to, we can just, you know, create a very easy user ID, transaction ID, amount, timestamp. I don't even think we want that. We want production name and price. Production name and, you know, price. Like that. And then we just gonna for loop this. Like this. Predicted type is equal handler. Yep, that makes sense. And then we're just gonna print the column and the predicted type, and then just do that. So yeah, and I already have all the libraries, so that makes sense. Yeah, so let's, you know, open the terminal and see if this works. And obviously I have to type in the password again for some reason. I actually don't know why that is happening. Let's also move this batch up here. We only have one, so that's fine. Python 3. This probably might be slow because of my GPU. Oh wait, we don't even use the GPU yet. Holy shit. Use CUDA drivers when training this AI. I almost forgot that. That is kind of important. Yeah. Oh, that's great. They also save the module and stuff like that. So now let's copy this and see if this works. And we don't even use this dataset and data loader. I think that is fine. So we define what type of device we want to use. We either use CUDA or CPU. In this case, we'll use CUDA because of the correct PyTorch version, and also because my GPU have CUDA cores. I think it has. Or it has actually. And then we save the module, and we also have the load module. So where are these called? Okay, they're not called anywhere. But you know, let's just see what happens. You know. We actually save the module after training as well. I have to mention this file. Save the module after training. Make this make main.py save the module after training. So I kind of mention this code here. That should be fine, I think. So it's actually just the main function here. Great. Pre-training data. I think that is. Where is that function defined? Train data. Train the module. Oh, but I kind of had the. Wait a minute. Handler. The train module. Where is this function defined? It's here. Okay. We would add them. That is fine. 100 epochs. That is fine. And here we show the loss. That is fine. Prepare training data. So training data. What is the training data? What is the names and labels? I'm kind of lazy today, so let you know. Can you prepare the training data for me, or could you link to some training data, or make a function inside of, and then we mention this file, to create training data. Okay, so that is basically okay. So this is basically the training data, and then we have train loader. I could technically use PyTorch own train loader and do stuff, but that is fine. Why is it? Oh, never mind. Whoops. That should be fine. Handler. Is handler not defined? Handler is defined here, but it's not defined here. I don't understand. Handler is used here, and it doesn't take in a handler at all. So the handler, oops, in prepare data or training data. Training data is not defined for some reason. Smart handler. They've changed the smart. Oh, it's a. Oh my god. Am I stupid or stupid? So this whole function here should actually not be here. It should be inside of this whole class. Smart handler should have this definition basically. And then it uses the train module, I think. No? Numerate items. Oh, it's just a prepare. Okay. No, it doesn't use that. Okay, that's fine. We use that there, and now we just have to change this. We could just, you know, probably do that. Yeah. So smart data handler is super long, by the way. But you know, it's kinda, it's not giving us errors and stuff. What? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. You know what? I can actually just restore the chat here and make this bigger. Okay, so I think that is fine. Let's try this out and see if it crashes. Yeah, let's get errors. I didn't get errors. Okay, great. User age is predicted to be date time. I mean, it could technically be, right? Order timestamp is predicted to be a categorical. Product category is predicted to be categorical, fine. Customer name is predicted to be categorical. So, that is interesting. So I could technically just, you know, change the classifications to the, I mean, this basically goes on name. So categorical, here we have a list, right? So if I remember correctly, we could actually just, you know, split here. Nope, never mind. Like this should be gone, and then we can have the bash here. Okay, so so if we can check here, we can see that numeric values has amount, price, quantity, age, which is basically here, or date time, right? So this is numerical. Date time, okay, so it's not the best, you know. It technically, user age is a numerical value, but this, you know, it predicted it to be a date time value, which is technically a numerical value, but you know, it's not this type of numeric value we want. So how do we increase the efficiency of this? The batch size is 16. Okay, so number of epochs is, you know, 100. Let's create like a 200 epoch maybe, and see if this works. Also, terminal's database is inaccessible. Okay, great. I think I just can Control L. That makes sense. Let's run this again. I also want to date time. Okay, so it's okay. So I have to really, you know, make graphs and stuff with this. Because I have to like understand what is happening right now. But you know, I can actually classify different labels of data, which is great. You know, that is actually really good. I really like this, and we also created like a training column classifier here, which basically means that we could, you know, just load the module and then try to identify different values, I guess. So I'm gonna try to like figure out what is the loss here and also the efficiency, stuff like that. So let's do that. Okay, great. Can we graph the differences in loss and accuracy with matplotlib using the provided code here. We can just make column and reference this code. See if that works. Okay, so this is basically how you program as fast as possible, especially if you want, you know, to create AI modules and stuff. So I could, you know, just create some plot outside of this if statement here in the train module definition, I think. Yeah, exactly. So first of all, we have to import this. So we're gonna import it up here. And then we essentially have to, I could technically, you know, just copy this whole function like this. And for some reason it's kind of give me an error. That's fine. And yeah, so it is inside the definition of the train module, but it will wait after the for loops essentially. And this is the O of n here is quadratic, which is not very nice. But hopefully we could change that. Okay, let's try this out, see if this happens, or if this actually works good. Gonna run this. Cannot load default config file, no such file. Okay, that makes sense. So we got some graphs, so train loss and accuracy. We have an 80% accuracy. That is reasonably good. This is just over 100 epochs though, so it doesn't really take the consideration in that we use 200 epochs, which is what we use, I think. Or am I just freaking stupid? Nope, we use 200. But I think it's still 200, so I think that's fine. What if we add, like, make this to like a 500 epoch? And I'm also wondering why this is so freaking fast. Like, it's so fast. Now we have like a, oh my god. Okay, so we kind of over-trained it a little bit. But we have an accuracy of 97%. That is insane. That is just crazy, honestly crazy. But I don't know. It kind of, the training loss do increase in the end though. I think it's because of this here. So maybe we want to have. Okay, so it's first of all not displaying the correct name of. Okay, so the user page date time, that is not correct. Orders that timestamp is categorical, that's fine. Product category is predicted to be date time, which is absolutely not correct. And then we have the customer name, which is predicted to be categorical, which is some way true, but you know, it still is reasonably bad. so this is training examples. And then we, what is the, wait, this should be here, right? Test columns. So this is basically the, okay, so we just need a larger data set for training. Yeah. That is, so how do we define like a larger data set of columns of names? Is there any dataset with column of names on Hugging Face that we could use? That would be great. But first of all, like, when plotting, do we not take number of epochs in consideration in the plot labels of the plot, essentially. Fix this so I can, you know, enhance the hyperparameters. Fix this so I can declare better hyperparameters. Yo, what's up, Daewang? I'm good. How are you? It's been a long time, man. Are you all right? Thank you for still being here, by the way. I really appreciate that. I see subscribers and people, you know, leave and come again and stuff like that. But you are here all the way, so that's. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, man. I do appreciate that. Okay, so trainer module, I think that should be updated by now. So epochs is not defined. Why is that not defined? That's the problem. Okay, so we just have to, you know, press tab once. Like that. Okay, I think that's fine. Let's see if this works. And do we save on all the files? Training metrics. Oh, that's the PNG, right? That makes sense. Here's the weights and stuff like that. Daewang, I do appreciate you here for being here. Really do. So let's try this. See if this works. Nope. It's still the same, I think. It thinks it is the number of epochs is equal to 100, but it is not. So the labels doesn't scale. Oh, hello? Wait, wait, what? Okay, so we can define epochs here to 200, but this overrides, and this will essentially, you know, say, it's 200. It's fine. Bro. What type of training are we? I think you are on the training. Yeah. What do you mean by that? I mean, I'm obviously training an AI module, but the problem is that I predefined for some reason 100 epochs down here, and that will overwrite the defined epochs up here. Is that what you meant? Or okay, let's try this out. This will probably take a lot more time. Yay, we have 200 epochs. Let's go. So we essentially overtrained the whole thing, I think. We get like yes, I thought there was a problem with epochs. Yeah, exactly. That is so true. But as we can see, so it gets stagnant here on like 100, and I think it is up to 150, and then we get to almost 90% security here, or training accuracy. So we could, you know, just say 150 epochs, and that should be fine. Because it gets overtrained here. So it might not even give us like a exactly overfitting. Daewang is correct here. It's overfitting. That is so true. Daewang is actually correct here. It's overfitting, which is interesting. But the thing I'm very interested about is the fact that it is so easy to train this. So, you know, it's too fast to be true, you know. And I think it's probably because of the amount of data we use. So I think the amount of data has to be increased. Probably. I think that is the problem. So, first of all, we have to change the number of epochs to like 150. And then we should have like an accuracy of 90%. So that's a good thing. I would arguably say. Yeah, so we have 92% accuracy. That is great. Whoops. Okay, so we have multiple different PNGs here. Gonna remove those. So yeah. So now we have like a 90, but you can see that we get even higher precision here in like 130 epochs. Yeah, I actually already tried 100. But we see 130 epochs might actually do the trick here, because we have like a 95% accuracy. So, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So let's change this to like 130 or something. I'm also gonna remove or delete this image here. So let's try this again. Whoops. And now it's in 73. It's not that good. It was actually worse. That's worse. So, you know, let's change that to 150 and run again. Maybe a 140. We can try 140, sure. Absolutely, we can try that. Absolutely. 140. Let's change to that. We can try that. That makes sense. Or kinda makes sense, I guess. It's 97%, bro. Let's go. That is insane. 97% accuracy. Let's go. But the problem is, if we, you know, check the labels and stuff, which it doesn't print out. Maybe I have to, you know, close them. But 140 was, you know, good stuff. Really good stuff. So, what we can do now, you know, let's just try this again, see if it works. Yeah, it gives us the same. Great, that's awesome. So yeah, let's try to, you know, increase the size of this neural network. Yeah, okay, so spring is very interesting in Sweden. So, in like January and February, there is like it's super cold here and it's dark. So we have like -2 degrees or something, and I live like in the middle of Sweden, so it's reasonably fine for me. If you move up even more to the north, you will have like -16 degrees. But today it's actually like 13 degrees, so it's almost like a spring, you know, summer spring, something like that. So it's like a smooth transition, I guess. But it's great, you know. I actually really like spring in Sweden. It's great. It will get a bit colder in this week. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't complain. Daewang was in the Himalayas in December to January, and it was -30. Yeah, you know, that is incredible, actually. How did it feel, man? Honestly. Like, how did it feel to be in that kind of temperature or climate, you know? Obviously, it should probably be quite difficult, you know? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's terrible. I understand you, man. That is not great. I mean, that is actually interesting. Okay, so I basically got. Sorry, Daewang. I just checked something here. You know, it's actually very interesting. I've spoken to different type of cultures over my life, and obviously that is not enough. I haven't been to, I still need to learn stuff, But I were at at a business meeting with a company, and it was a Chinese girl there, and she did talk about her culture and stuff so much, and I was so intrigued by it because the culture is so different compared to Sweden's culture, and especially where you are from, Daewang, it's even more different, you know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think we did. It was quite a long time ago, almost like you know, 1 year almost. That's insane, dude. Cool, but insane. Okay, but yeah, that seems to be different. Let's change the 80 epochs and see if that works. So good to meet you. Yeah, you too, man. I do appreciate you, honestly. That like you watched my channel like for almost 1 year now, and I don't know if you watch videos and stuff, but honestly, just to meeting you here right now after so long of period of time, that is just great. I appreciate that you are here chatting, you dude. I really am. Oh, I got 100% accuracy, by the way. That is insane. I got 100% accuracy, bro. I just tested like 80 epochs and I got 100% accuracy. That is insane. What? No freaking way. Yeah, I kind of feel like that is the false alarm. It's kind of fake news, honestly. Because if I could remove this. Oh, okay. It is saying that all of this is categorical. It's kind of true, honestly. I mean, user age can technically be a string, and then it's categorical and not numerical. So, I mean, it is not wrong. But I think we have to have more data. Yeah, I have so small amount of data right now. So I need to generate more. I mean, there is only 4 columns with like 10 strings. I need more data, honestly. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. And I honestly think it can actually hit 100%, but the problem is that if it comes I mean, if I change this or add like more examples here, can have order ID, we could have like product, what is it? Product name. Just adding more data here. It could technically, disrupt the 100% mark. It probably will. So we could just, take client ID, I think. User ID. We have user ID, and then we have like order code. Just making stuff up, And then we train the module again, and this will not be 100%. I promise you. Yeah, see, that is like 84% because I didn't have enough data. So that is like, it's still decent, Try generating some data using generative AI. Yeah, so that is actually a method called, I think that is actually a method called something, if I'm not mistaken. Can actually try to see if we can find something. Generating data with Gen AI and training it on the data, we could try that. but I think Hugging Face have like a predefined Hugging Face data column labels dataset features, exactly, like that is what I want. So we have to have a dataset with features, basically. And then we can just, this is audio, so this is an audio file. Class labels for custom datasets, maybe. It's actually interesting. I'm soon taking my bachelor degree in computer science and engineering, and I've looked at the courses at the master program I will take, and reinforcement learning is actually there. So you're not wrong. That is, yeah. Hi, I'm experienced with the motion dataset. That is interesting. But I actually, there is 2 master's program that I might want to take, and the first one is obviously computer science or it's a data science and AI. But like the grade you have to actually be able to get into that master program is just insane. No, okay, so it's basically you take a master program here in Sweden, and then I have exchange year in Japan. If I get in there, by the way, it's not really announced. I have been nominated by my university and then also applied for it for exchange studies. But I will join a master degree program here in Sweden, and then by the program schedule, I will try to choose courses that is relatively like the courses here in Sweden, and then I will get points for those courses. So that is basically how it works. And try taking a job in Japan labor shortage. Yeah, okay, so I don't have I'm not currently having a I actually don't even know what that means. Are we talking about like the country faces a deficit of 3.4 million workers by the end of this decade and 11 million by 2040, according to a 2023 study by RecruitWorks Institute. In the first half of this year, a record of 182 companies went under because of worker shortages, according to research firm. It's a data bank, up to 60% of 1 year earlier. So are we talking about like people like skipping work because it's too hard, or is it just they are getting replaced by something else? Because if there are like a shortage of manpower in the IT business in Japan, that might actually be quite tempting to try to join. Because the supply and demand the demand has increased, basically. Yes, low manpower. Okay, so the demand is increasing, basically. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. That is good to know. I will think about that. I just know that the work ethic and also the work environment in Japan is quite harsh. But other than that, that is quite appealing, to be honest. N3? What is N3? Learn till N3 and apply. What is N3, my man? Is that something I Oh, it's a Japanese test, right? Oh, sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I will try to learn as much Japanese as possible. That is, I actually created Anki cards today, and even more Anki cards. But I'm gonna try, you know. If I actually get access to the university down there, I will be away for a whole year, and I will obviously stream and record and stuff like that down in Japan. That would be awesome. But I don't think I will learn the language in basically half a year. That is like not possible. I've checked the 3 different alphabets they use, which is hiragana, katakana, and kanji, and hiragana and katakana shouldn't be a real problem. I just have to, you know, put the time down and put the time in work, so to speak. But kanji is so freaking, oh my god, kanji is so. Germany is still a good option. That is true though. Germany is a still good option. I have actually a friend that probably will do exchange studies in Germany when I'm in Japan. And I also have another friend that will take a year off university and work in the USA, which is kind of crazy. He will work in Florida, so that is, you know, kind of crazy. He got that opportunity, you know, from his bachelor. Why exchange just stand there? Free EU member. Okay, so, you know, Daewang, that is actually a really good and really interesting topic. I will explain this exactly how it works, and it's special here in Sweden. So since Sweden's intuition, or the Swedish intuition for a certain university, is paid by tax money. So if you want to, I basically don't pay anything to get a master's degree. It's the taxpayers, which are all the individuals in this country that pay that money, which might be a good or a bad thing depending on who you talk to. But since the education and school is technically, you know, free here in Sweden, if you go on an exchange study from a Swedish university, you will actually not pay the tuition fee in that country. So I could still go to Japan and not pay the tuition fee, which is kind of crazy. So I will only pay like the standard of living there, which I have the money for. So that is great, you know. And that also includes like all other universities in all the different countries. The university itself pay you the tuition fee to that university in the other country. That is, and it is just general, you know, for the different students, that like it doesn't really matter what type of student you are. They will pay you for going there. That is kind of crazy. And that is all because taxpayers pay for this. You know. That is why there's a lot of people wanting to do exchange studies as well. So I have a really, you know, good opportunity here that doesn't put me in debt at all. But I'm gonna try to understand where I can get a hand of this data, you know. I really have to try to find this Hugging Face data. So, you know, let's go to Hugging Face and see if I can find some data. I really have to do this. Datasets. Oh, here we go. Nice. All right. Let's see. Can we search for something here? We have Facebook Natural Reasoning, Freedom, Intelligence. This is all the different modules, I think. AI modules that you can download and use for free, by the way. That is kind of crazy. But we want to have like what is called column name. Nope. Are you writing or publishing any paper? So great question. So I actually already have written and published papers on different projects I've done in my university, but they are not really accessible for people outside of the university. So I looked this up, and I will probably I'm currently developing or redeveloping my portfolio. So I will essentially publish those papers on my portfolio. But that will take some time because I have to display both Markdown and LaTeX and also PDFs on my website. That will be a bit difficult, I will also make. I also found a way to use pre-trained AI modules on the client side of a website, so I don't need a back end to use my AIs anymore. So I can technically create a portfolio, create a demo, and then use an AI on like only the client side of the computer that the user is using is also using my AI module on their own computer. So that's great, and I skip all the costs and things that you will need for what's it called, the maintenance, right? Okay, so we have dataset columns, dataset viewer. But I will publish my papers for sure, and also the bachelor program as well. So that is something I'm looking for. Number of rows is 6.4 million. Good question. I will look for that I will try to fix that in the future. But I can tell you this, right? And this is almost like a confession for me. I had another YouTube channel for a very long time ago, and I made a community, and there were people destroying that community. And so I have a bit like a nightmare of creating communities and try to involve everyone. But sure, I will try to look into that. Creating projects together would be nice, or it would be fun. Or we could just chat and solve each other's problem. Network and stuff. That would also be cool. But yeah, I'm trying to find like. But that's a great. Yeah. So it's just me, having a bit of nightmares from past experiences. It's not like I don't want to. I definitely want to, but people make different choices. Very interesting different choices sometimes, and it's not really that favorable to each other. But I have to download this. I think this is like something I might want to use. So how do I use this? Is the question. Data sets. Let's see this. Oh. Could I just do this? We do have to log in though, so I might have to create an account here. But let's see if this works. I will actually create another Python file here called data upload. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so I have to install this package here. That makes sense. Data set here I just want to, you know, save this and see what it is all about. But I have to install this. So how do we do that? I have to open my .bashrc file here because I have to. Nope, that is not the correct file. Radeon. Oh yeah. So I haven't actually bought any new GPUs yet. I will do that in the future. That is actually quite true. I actually don't know what happened to Radeon. I've seen a lot of different Radeon graphic cards, but in the past I've actually used Radeon graphic cards, and they always make problems. Like I haven't had any single Radeon graphics card that doesn't make a problem or create a problem. Why do I not have a? Oh, that's because I'm in the wrong directory. And now I did write the file wrong. And also, just, you know, trading AI modules is just so much easier doing on a GPU or on a NVIDIA GPU. That is my honest opinion. Here, so we're gonna activate this root like that. We can make this bigger, and now we want to how to install data set from Hugging Face. Data sets, by the way, from Hugging Face using Anaconda. Boom, and then we just copy this terminal command and go in here. Nope, that is wrong. Go in here and, you know, paste it and install stuff. Gonna install this. Yeah, I think that should be it actually. So I might have to reload the Python interpreter. No, never mind. It's done. And also save this file. Nope, not the .py file. This should be. I actually don't know what type of file this should be. Save this file named dataset.csv. This will probably give me errors though. I'm pretty sure this will give me errors. No? Okay. So yeah, we're downloading like 6.4 million rows of data right now. The size of this data should be like a, what is it? It is, yeah, it's 374 megabytes. But that's reasonable. Are you sure? Will this load to? Yeah, it probably will. It will create this type of folder, librarian boots, and then datasets columns. Let's check that. Sure. Good. Thank you for that warning. I appreciate that. Do you have any librarian folders here? I don't see anything. Is it even done? Maybe. It says it is. I think I had used UI to check. Yeah, we could do that. We could use Dolphin or anything else. You know, home directory, view mode. Nope. Gonna change this to don't show hidden files, and then we're gonna go to librarian something like. Nope. It's not been here. I have another technique to do something like this. We're just gonna do this. And then we should downloads. That is a funny way to, you know, download stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna use the fuzzy search and, you know, just search for this. That is my plan. Oh, it's in the cache? Nah. Is it .cache? Did it download it in .cache? Yeah, it did. Oh my god. Are you serious? Okay. So this is basically what we. Oh no. Okay. So cd.cache, right? Then we're gonna see a Hugging Face folder here somewhere. Yeah. And then we're gonna see datasets. And then we're gonna see librarian. There we go. So I'm probably just gonna, you know, copy this path and stuff. And then we're gonna see default. I think I have to refactor this, but I actually don't. I do know where it is now. It is a hidden file though, so I have to change that. So let's fix that. I'm just gonna copy and paste this whole thing into my working directory, but it's .cache. So let's fix that here. And then we have Hugging Face in cache. Exactly. For some reason, I have Samba, and that makes sense. Here, dataset. Here, default. I should probably just, you know, copy this whole thing or cut it. Then I should go to data or g-data right handler and paste it here. Okay, that should make sense. So I actually don't know what this is. It's a dot arrow. Builder.lock. How do we how do we build this data? I mean, it looks like we need to build this data for some reason. Or did I just, you know, import it wrong? I don't think I did. Let's do this. G-data handler. And then we can also reference the binary file format for serializing error data. Dewang, you are a genius. Honestly, like, that is insane, dude. And then but how do I make it not binary, or should I just load the binary data? I mean, I know you can load binary data into okay, nice, thank you. That's great, dude. Yeah, we do that stuff. Files. How can I have, let's do this. I have downloaded binary data set from Hugging Face data sets. Oops. And now do I want to use it? How do I use it? Is the question. Oops. It will probably find my data as well, so that's great, you know. We used data loader. Load from disk. Here's how you. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay, so in main.py we have a prepare training data. And I think we want, you know, just to create a new definition here, which is basically prepare the Hugging Face data. So we do that. Now we're probably gonna get lots of errors because I haven't identified the different, you know, packages that we want to use. So let's import that. Still an error. And this is probably because this is outside of the freaking function. So we could just do this. Yonk. And now it should be fine. And then we could just, you know, redefine the main function. Yeah, what is it, dude? Am I doing something wrong here? Bro. Seriously? Yeah, let's see if that works. Yes, if the data is in Apache format, here's how to convert this way. Our smart data handler. We can, you know, just define this function again. Or not again, but we define the function. And then we could just see if that is actually the correct answer. If it is, it would be great, because CSV is so much easier to handle than Apache data. And then we can, you know, define a different main function. I will comment out this main function here, because I might want to use this later. Like this, and then we could just, you know, copy this whole thing. And I think I have to use pandas, and I am not sure if I actually have that imported here. Have I import? Yeah, I have this. So it's the only problem is that it doesn't recognize this function, but that is because it is defined in this handler. So I think the thing we want to do is essentially not to define the function inside of the handler, but outside of the handler. And the function is called convert Apache to CSV. Where did I even put this here? So let's, you know, let's just define this outside of the function as or class. We could, you know, just reference it directly from the class, but let's try this out. Let's just define it over here, and then just, you know, move it back a snap. There we go. And then I'll just have to, you know, find the parquet. Really? Okay. Does it work for 6.4 million rows? What is the web app called, my friend? Can I find this file somewhere? Nope. Paste the URL. Sure. If you can, I'm not even sure if you can paste the URL in the chat. I'm not sure. If you can, then please do it. Okay. Convert arrow to CSV. So it is the arrow files. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Let's do it here. Yeah, of course. Convert dot arrow to dot CSV. Oops. So it's basically convert or something like this. Is it this one here you meant? Yeah, okay. Let's try this out. This should be in the g-data folder. Exactly. And then default, here we go. These are the three. Nope, it's in here. I can only pick one at a time. That is why, but we can try, you know. though they are freaking large. So maybe please upgrade upload files over 5 megabytes. I have 500 megabytes, dude. Yeah, it might not work that way. But I think that's fine. It's fine, dude. It's fine. I can probably just do it in Python instead. It probably will be better. Can we convert .arrow file to a CSV file in Python? And if so, then please configure the convert Apache to CSV function. Nice, that's good. Let's do that. Also, can we make this iterable, because I have a folder of arrow files, so we could just loop over all the files in a folder. That would make it a lot better. Convert paths, so it returns the converted path. I think I have to predefine that path, but let's see. We use pandas and PyArrow and import. I don't think I have PyArrow, so I might have to install that. OS predefined already or pre-installed. I don't have PyArrow, so I should probably just have to install that through. I actually have PyArrow, never mind. Okay, that's great. And then we obviously don't have this, so I'm gonna define another main function, like this. And this is path to the arrow files, so this should be a folder path, and I could actually just, open the Dolphin file manager and make a different Python file for that. I could actually just move it over to the data upload.py file, but I will do that soon, for sure. And then I could just copy this whole thing. This is a JSON file. That might be a problem. That should be all right. But I will just copy this file path here. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then I will be back. Alright, now we're back. And everyone is gone, but that's fine. I understand. Right, so let's make another function for this, or another file. So we're gonna define this. Ah, nah, Daewang is back. Let's go. That's great. Nice. Okay, so let's, create this function here. This should be fine. Now obviously this is gonna scream like, where's the function at? But that's fine. We just gonna, I think I don't need data loader. Do I need data loader? I don't think so. I do need pandas though. I think. I think that's fine. Yeah, I know, Daewang. I know you're here. That's great. Thank you. Okay, but we could probably just from what is it called? Data upload. Import this function here, and that should be fine, I think. But OS is not defined, so we have to define that. I can probably just copy this here, and boom. As long as we don't create a loop of imports and stuff like that, then that's fine. Right. I think that is all we need to do. I think. We could, just predefine this inside of this function and just call the function. Should we do that? I mean, these things here is actually just predefined, and it won't change. It won't be we could just put them here and remove these parameters and then just call the function. I think. Nope. Output folder. We have to define that as well. Okay, let's do that. That's equal to I think I can do something like this. /home /my name, by the way, because I'm the user, and then we just gonna do that, and yeah, and then we're just gonna create a folder for the CSV files, and that should be fine. So yeah, let's do that. So let's get a folder called CSV, or just data. It could be called data, doesn't really matter. And this should be inside of data. No, that's fine. We need arrow folder path. What is the diff? Okay, so oh my god. Okay, that is just utterly stupid. And I'm stupid. We could just do this actually, and then we should just remove this. And then we could remove these two as well. It doesn't really matter. And now they should return CSV paths, and then they will, do the predictions on the CSV files. Hopefully this will work. I'm not sure, but let's try this out. Hope this works. Otherwise, we will fix that. I'm gonna run this. Yeah. Okay. So not an arrow file. And I think that is because the JSON file is in the arrow folder, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think the JSON file is the thing that's the problem. Or is it the arrow path? Arrow table. Invalid, not an arrow file. I honestly believe that the problem is because we have a JSON file here with no. Like, this is the criterions, so we could technically just remove this, because we don't need that. Hopefully. Did it give me the same error? No? Kinda did. Yeah, we could do this, actually. Could just mention not the files, the current repository, and then just the problem. I think that's fine. And it should probably figure this out. So let's fix the properly specifying the file paths. So it is saying that the problem is my file paths. But and it is not the I don't think the file paths is the problem. But we could, try to define it in that way. The fold or the Python file is in the same directory as the main.py file, so we could technically, just do this. I think just put a point here, and this will define based on the current directory and not like the home directory. Would that make sense? Data could be removed. That's fine. That's a loud noise, by the way. Will this even make any differences? Is the question. Nope. Line 178. In line 22 of convert arrow files to CSV. Its arrow table. Arrow path is defined here. So it's the file name with the arrow path. Okay, so it basically joins this this path here with the file name, and then it basically complains that it is not an arrow file. So we should technically print out the file name, so we can see that it is in fact an arrow file or not. So let's run this again. Dataset columns train. It is a .arrow file, so it is an arrow file. Is it the right name? It's basically the first one. Makes sense. It is an arrow file though. So so this is. Oh my god, that is not what I intended to do. Can you share the URL of Hugging Face data? Sure. I think I can. I think it is this here. Yeah. I think I can paste this in the chat. Yeah, I think that is the link to the dataset I'm using. How does this work? Convert arrow files to CSV. Arrow folder path is /arrow files, which is not true at all, actually. Should I create my own folder with? Sure, we could do that. That should be fine. Let's do that. See if that works. Arrow _files. That, and we could probably just move these in here. Yes. And then we could, I think we could, maybe remove this whole thing. Yeah, sure. Remove this. Remove the trash. So now the folder is not this file path. It's .arrow/files or .arrow files. And then the output folder should be converted to CSV. Hopefully this will work. Memory app. PA. Interesting. Let's see if this works. Oh. Nope. Still created a different folder though. So why is it not defining the arrow file? Because if it defines the arrow file, we essentially can convert it to a CSV file. Otherwise, this might be a problem. Or we could just, make the AI read arrow files. That might even be a, easier way to do it, but it's a more lazy approach, I would say. So yeah. Did you get the URL, by the way, Daewang? Because you're not saying anything. Yes. Oh, okay. Nice. Good. Good. That's good. Yeah, I appreciate that. See if I can solve this. Dot arrow files. Did I even define that? Directory dot slash arrow files is neither a dataset. What if I just do this instead? Will this work? Then it will obviously that will not work. We can remove that. Will this work? Nope. Nope. Ain't working. So if I run this again, just to make sure, this will give us an error for sure. Yep, makes sense. And we just reference this whole current repository and then add this whole traceback error. Hopefully it will solve it for me. Or try to, figure out the problem. Let's specify the exact path to your data. Set files. Here is the code that will work with your Hugging Face data structure. So the dataset path is something like that. Okay. This is just so stupid, honestly. Let's do this instead. So this only, by the way, takes in one path. So that would also mean that we have to create a for loop that iterates over all the files, but we take one file at a time. And arguably that might be also the case. No, it's not the case. Interesting. Okay, so we have to let's see. Actually, let's just reference the file itself. So we just copy this whole thing here, and it should be .arrow files /arrow file arrow underscore files, and then slash the name of the folder or the file. So something like this, right? So now we're only taking one file at a time, right? Makes sense. So what if we just move all of these out in the home directory? This is not something you usually do, but whatever. Getting quite a bit tired of this. And then we just find the file exactly like this. Okay, so we do this then. Let's go to ChatGPT and try out another AI module, I guess. And we could first of all, just copy this whole thing here and paste it in here. And this is just, open source code, so it's fine if they, use it. Incorrect function using the .arrow files. Load from disk. Use the load dataset stored in Hugging Face dataset format with metadata .arrow files or raw Apache arrow format. It's not directly compatible with load from disk. Instead, you should use PyArrow to read. That would make sense, sure. Let's see if that works. We don't need a main function here. This should be fine. Bro, can you tell? Yeah, good question. So, essentially, in my bachelor degree, I am trying to create a generalized data uploader or data handler, because we are trying to, create a more generalized. I mean, we want to optimize the program so non-technical individuals can use the program for their own use, essentially. It will be open source on GitHub, so that's good. So we have been discussing if we should, use hyperparameters as that defines the different columns, and then we can, just reference the different columns, and then we could, create a more robust data frame and essentially upload it to the front end. But it would be something that would be really awesome if we could train an AI that defines the different columns based on some vector data that essentially could generalize the program a lot more. So this is like a backup plan. I already implemented the general hyperparameters that we need, but I want to make it more generalized, so like the non-technical individual can use this program without even thinking. Like that is I want to generalize this program as much as possible. So that is why I'm trying to generalize the different columns. No, I'm not making it alone. I have people. I have 6 other, or actually there are 3 computer engineers, 1 computer science, or technically I'm computer engineering and computer science. So we have 3 that is in computer science and engineering, and 1 that is only in computer science and information science, and 2 other that are in global, what is it called, global systems, and that is something I don't really know what it is, but it's more it's more like a architecture programming thing. So they make more like, they could create Python programs that analyzes bridges and stuff. But we want to create a program to analyze positioning data, and when you upload the data, you essentially have to identify different labels of the columns in the data file, and I want to generalize that functionality as much as possible. Like that is the main thing here. So I'm trying to create an AI that can generalize or identify the different columns, so a human doesn't have to. Is that a stupid thing or a good thing to do? Because I honestly don't know. And no, I'm not making it alone. And it will be open source, so you guys will probably be able to see it as well. And you will be able to use it as well, which is awesome. So let's see if this works. I think I already imported it. Yeah, makes sense. Let's see if this works. It do return converted paths, and the different outputs is in fact defined. That's great. Nope. Didn't work out. Otherwise, I might just, use .arrow files and train the AI on that instead. It might be easier. Could I just type this in Bash? No way, dude. That is insane. Oops. What is the time, by the way? I have to do some other stuff soon, but I'm gonna try to fix this before I go. Okay, so g.data handler makes sense. And I think I just can do this. So we get that this is a data set, I think, and not an arrow file. But it says it is an arrow file, and that is why we have such problems, because it's not an arrow file. Bruh. Dude, you have to go to bed, man. What are you gonna do tomorrow? Damn, this guy is working late. Instead of trying to load a single .tar file, you should load the entire dataset directory. Try use this. Could we do that? Yes, I am on LinkedIn. I am. I think I have link. I think I have the link in the description. I don't. Okay, I can put that in the description, of course. Let's see if this works. So, the link should be in the description right now, I think. I'm in, so... let's see. What if I could do this instead? The Hugging Face data should be here. Use this data set. Nice, good stuff. I downloaded it from with this code. Use the Hugging Face dataset API to process it properly. That would be awesome, dude. Actually awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm trying to, grow on LinkedIn. Because creating like a social media LinkedIn profile or presence is a very powerful thing to do. A lot of people, just don't take it seriously. But if you do it nice and good, in a good way, you could actually, benefit from it a lot. So, yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, so this is something I actually don't have to run. We could actually, remove that, because this will be run here. Inside of this folder. And I also have to import it. Yonk, and now we have to import it up here. Like this. So that should be fine. We have the data set here and whatever. And I think I have to download it again. I think. Because I kinda, destroyed the entire folder. So I have to download that stuff again. So, we could just create another Python file and do it. Download .py, I guess. I can accept this, right? Yeah, I see you, man. Yeah, I accepted you, man. Nice. Good stuff. LinkedIn have to... What's up, man? Yeah, no problem, man. Appreciate you. I'm appreciating you following me. I will follow you back, by the way. Let's see. Contacts. Daring. I think I follow you, right? Makes sense? Yeah, I do. Never mind. Good stuff. College of Engineering, Bachelor Degree of Technology. Hey, that is incredible. Electrical, electronics, and communications engineering. Damn. You have signal processing and computer vision. That is good stuff, man. Great job, dude. That is awesome. Sorry if I just spoiled like everything, dude. I'm sorry if that is not that. If you don't like that, I'm sorry, man. Okay, let's download this stuff again. Because I kind of destroyed the entire folder. And by the way, is the stream lagging for you guys? Because I'm not sure if it lags for me or not. Okay, then it's just for me because I'm like downloading stuff and watching my own show, you know. So where is this folder at? Yeah, okay, so basically the folder is in .cache file, so we have to go and get that again. But I think I know where it is now. Hello, or I actually do know where it is. So it's on .cache, right? And then Hugging Face, where are you? Here. And then data sets, and this is basically it. So we're gonna move this here again, over to gdata handler. Boom, like that. I think that's fine. I can remove this as well. Now we have the folder here. Nice, good stuff. It's lagging a little bit. Ah, okay. Hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers really open widget. Yeah, okay, so it's lagging a little bit. That is, the connection is poor for some reason. Yeah, tell me if it gets worse. All right. Tell me if the streaming gets worse. I actually don't know why it is getting worse. Worse. Okay. Nice. Right. So, let's see if we can convert these files. We do have the... I mean, does this even work? This will probably not work, right? Oh my god, it's working. Hello? Hehe. What? No, I'm downloading it again. My bad. Jesus. Oh my god, I download. No, I didn't. yeah, I think the problem is because I basically, you know, train. Okay, so I think I have a solution for this. It might not be the most beautiful solution, but I think I will end here. But I think I can actually train it on. Huh. This is actually this is the reason why I have to buy a new graphics card, by the way, because otherwise this wouldn't lag at all. Because it's lagging for me. I have to buy a new graphics card, bro. Yeah, but I will end here, guys. Sorry that I didn't achieve more progress, but I will update you guys. I won't do any more until the next stream, okay? And hopefully it will not lag there. Is that fine? Okay, good. I think that's fine. Anyways, guys, Daewang, I really appreciate you, and thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure to having you here today. And yeah, good night, and Daewang, go to bed for goddamn sake. Go to bed. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and have a great day and night.